from being at 500.
Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh.
I don't know, the Seahawks are going to be a bitch of a team to play. Let's just see how well we are in the NFL. We're 3-4, so we're not doing bad. Really? Really? The Cowboys are undefeated. The Browns are doing better than me? Oh, that's a disgrace.
I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie.
Wow, we are 21.
They right, I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. When I'm in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it.
I still want a better quarterback.
Think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, did you crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never
no one cares about my draft.
Yeah, drown out my problems, let me when I'm in
It's training. Take more games.
with the game,
We never
we ball
train.
out, it can get
We go hard.
all we got, we gon' let you
And
stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now,
Okay.
feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him,
I
for
hate
him
being
I'ma
away,
make
but
it
let's see what we can
happen.
do.
Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
let's top off this whiskey cup.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the fifth-year quarterback, Jameis Winston, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they square off with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gardner and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Ready, you ready? Double up, that's the way. Here we go.
First down, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On third down, Winston. He's got Evans. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Now Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. On first and 10, Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They go play action. Winston looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
I'll take the 3-5.
So 5 yards there is one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. On play action, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a third and long. Jameis to throw it. He completes it to Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the...
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to third and 4. Throwing, Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Here's Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
So following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 29. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Jameis now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Winston now. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
We'll give you that.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 48 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Draw play, Winston to Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. We can't let that happen, guys.
54 Mike.
Third and long for Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's what we needed. That's what we needed, Mendez.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
That is caught. It's Perriman. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. Cam Newton, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. Next, we head north to Philly. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. 21-3.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
That was good.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 36, Wilson is complete to Lockett. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly from... That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down and then some. 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They run. Lynch. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Play action now, Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Okay, fourth quarter. We got to try to put this game away, guys.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. They'll run here with Eckler. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as behind the line. The Bucs on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun. Winston. Complete to Jason Witten. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003. On the give, this is Eckler. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
I don't care. We'll run this clock out. I don't want Mendez to claw his way back in and win this.
Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
No, Jones, take over, man. Take over.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because
they've got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that goes for a gain of...
Should I challenge that? I'm challenging that.
31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
His foot was out of bounds.
We got this.
Oh, okay.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. Wilson now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was out. I think that if you called that in, I was going to be mad.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, it's caught. Lockett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Take that ball.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
That's where they stood out because I don't want an injury.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Offside defense.
Oh, offside on defense.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway. First down.
Ready? Flag 54. Line 54. And here we go.
Now a toss play to Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Very entertaining.
Ready? Flag 25.
But
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Let's go.
Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game.
victory, guys.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Again, with 11 seconds.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory.
Mendez, I love you, dude, but you gotta step your game up, son. Like, you're gonna step your game up. That's just. I know at the beginning of the season, I put up going to the Super Bowl. I want to go down to that one, but. Good win. You know what? I'm really liking you. Sue, I will even upgrade you. Partly because I re-signed you for next year. But that's beside the point.
This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability that can be activated when the player completes in-game objectives. Only X-Factor players will have zone abilities.
still in sight. I already know that, you know, we're back to 500. We are doing great. My season might have started off pretty shitty, but let's advance to next week. Week 10. Let's see where we are standing in our league. Okay, so we're up. So if the Saints lose, they be 5-4, and I become 5-4. Okay? We are not doing bad, like at all. We won the last 2 games. We got back to 500. That's what I was hoping for. We got the Cardinals next game, and the next 2 games are against the Saints, which is ahead of me, and the Falcons, which is tied with me. So if we can win the next 3 games, I could potentially be 7-4. However, that can put the Panthers at 8-2-1. It's gonna be interesting. But guys, I think I'm gonna call it right here, and I'm gonna wait till Mendez plays his game on Friday, which is tomorrow, just to see what happens. Because I don't want to get too far ahead, because then it shows him what he has to do. But right now, 4-4, and he's 1-5. So he's 3 games behind me to come back. Not bad. Not bad at all. He could potentially come back. But he's got to win 3 games. So I'm having a 3-game lead over my buddy. Winston is playing half-ass decent. But still a long ways to go to the playoffs. With that, I'm signing off, guys. Peace.